Hey everyone, it's me, it's Yvonne Emilia Lizondo again. So I'm here for an astrology update for the week of March 13th, Sunday, until March the 20th on Saturday. Ooh, all right. Well, before we get started, I found some oracle cards that I had not used in a really long time that I thought were appropriate for this particular video, and it's the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. I'm not getting paid for this, contribution. I just like to credit people when I use their stuff because I would want to be credited too. Anyhow, these are the oracle cards. Look at the back of this, and it's gorgeous. And let me just give you an idea of like some of the images. Okay, so we've got the four elements. We have, ooh, look at that Capricorn. Oh, yeah, that's about right. Okay, you've got the different zodiac placements. Okay, and then you also have, for example, like the planets. Look at that Martian energy. Isn't that just okay? Uranus. All right, so if you're interested, you can get these on Amazon very quick. All right, so I'm going to do the reading for this week. Okay, the energy of what we will be potentially dealing with. This is not the astrological placement. This is just an oracle type of, hey, what's the message for the week? All right, so let's figure out what the message is. And here we go. Oh, so very appropriate, actually. Okay, check that out. Look at that Aries energy. That's so cool. Like I should probably use these and do a video on the different signs. Yeah, I may want to tap into that. Okay, all right. So maybe this week is about getting things done, which it will be about getting things done once I explain the astrology to you. All right, there's not a lot going on in the astrology per se, like there was last week, like an intensification of energy. So if y'all remember last week, there was an assembly, a conglomeration, a stellium, a piling up of, the sun, the moon, Venus, and Neptune in Pisces. So there was a lot of Piscean energy. I was a hot mess last week. And I know I wasn't the only one. Like I was crying the majority of the week. And then silly me, I was trying to like make plans for the future during Pisces week. Like, I need to listen to my own astrology because I finally told myself, okay, not until next week, right? We still have that Pisces energy going on, but it's not all piled up against each other. So there's not the intensification of that, oh, Pisces energy that was just killing me. I even had like a headache the whole week. It was just foggy, right? We're moving away from that energy. So when planets are moving closer to connecting, in whatever way they're connecting, the energy is stronger. They're applying, so the energy is stronger. Once they move beyond that point of connection, then the energy starts to wane or starts to dissipate, right? So waxing energy, building, waning energy, dissipating. Same thing, like the moon does that, all of the planets do that. But I'm bringing this up because, or I'm mentioning this, same way to say the same thing, two ways to say the same thing. Okay. The reason I'm mentioning this is because we still have a lot of Piscean energy, especially until Saturday, but it's not necessarily the same type of Piscean energy. So that's a great sign. However, Mercury, the planet of the mind, of thinking, of how you think, okay, not the higher mind, but how you think, how you express your skills, how you communicate, okay, it's the messenger, right? Right now it's in Aquarius, and it's really tapping into that Aquarian energy. The Aquarius energy is that chaotic in the head genius, right? It thinks outside the box. It likes to do things, from an in here type of space. But on Monday afternoon, towards the evening, Mercury moves from Aquarius, and technically it's called ingressing from Aquarius to, yes, Pisces. Bless y'all souls, your Pisces energy. That Piscean energy is just, it's hard, it's in the heart, but sometimes it makes it hard to be in the head, right? So Mercury in Pisces sometimes doesn't do as well, okay? Mercury in air, amazing, because it's got the air push, okay? Mercury in Earth could also work pretty well because it digs in and it gets things done. Mercury in fire, there's like an explosion or a push, right? A motivation. But Mercury in water, especially in Pisces water, that says, I'm cool, I'm chill, I'm just going to sit and watch and I'm not going to do much, it tends to be difficult to get things done. So we have this Mercury and Pisces energy for about three and a half weeks or so. It ingresses into Aries the 3rd and the 4th of April. So we have these 3 weeks of more Piscean energy going on. All right, on a really positive expression note, okay, everything in the chart has a higher expression vibration, everything has a lower expression vibration. On a higher expression, we do not have Mercury retrograde in a water sign. Yay, that's always good. Okay, so that's Monday. Now, the majority of the week, it's just kind of treading through, that Piscean energy, but there are a couple of things that I do want to share with you. So let me share my chart. And that Aries energy that the Oracle card just, we tapped into, we can start to see this manifesting. Now, there are 2 particular things going on. This is the chart for Friday. There we go. Okay, this is the 19th. You can see the date up there. But I want to focus on a couple of things. First and foremost, we have Saturn right now in Aquarius. Okay, Saturn in Aquarius is connecting, or started to last week, in a really positive manner with Mars. Eventually, the moon is going to get here. This is for this upcoming Friday, but Mars in Gemini. Now, let me share why this is important, okay? When 2 planets in the same element connect, it tends to be more fluid, more productive. Now, Saturn and Mars are considered the malefic planets. They tend to cause Saturn delays, long-term lessons, just kind of, digging its heels in, not wanting to move forward, setting up boundaries, obstacles. And Mars is explosive, it's aggression. It could be, separation a lot of times. So these 2 planets tend to create more in the experience. But in air signs, when they connect very well, Saturn in Aquarius tends to ground that genius energy. It tends to create opportunities for planning things out here logistically, right? It's that genius. Once you get a genius's head, it looks a little chaotic because there's a lot of air going on. But Saturn says, wait a second, let's ground this energy. Let's see what we need to do to move forward. Now, Aquarius, some people refer to it as a rebellious energy, okay? But Saturn in Aquarius is at home. Saturn in Capricorn is at home as well. So it does really well in those 2 signs. So what Saturn does, it says, oh, we were in Capricorn. This is the stuff that we were trying. And now in Aquarius, it's a moving forward. It's moving beyond those rules and regulations, or those processes that we had put in place, or the thinking, perspective that we had put in place. And Saturn says, let's plan for the future. Let's set the ground for the future. Yes? All right. And Mars in Gemini will do really great until Monday, when Mercury moves into Pisces. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. Mars is in Gemini. So Mars has to do what Mercury tells it to until Mercury moves into Pisces, and then it kind of goes, and that's when Mars goes, time to party. That's right. Mars in Gemini likes to go all over the place very, very, very quickly. Okay. So it tends to get scattered energy. Now, on a higher vibration this week, okay, Mars over here, Mars in Gemini is connecting in a more easy manner to Saturn in Aquarius, 2 air signs. So if you wanted to take the opportunity this week, as the energy is building up, because they finally meet at the beginning of next week, in other words, the 22nd, from the 13th to the 20th, if you wanted to take the opportunity to set intentions for those things that you really want to start a foundation for, that are going to be long-term endeavors, this would be the time to do it. It's taking the beginning foundation of Saturn in Aquarius that says, ooh, got the processes, got the logistics, got the thinking in, I'm going to plop it down. And then Mars in Gemini says, ooh, let's take that and put it out there. Whoo, okay? So this is a time that you would be able to do that, okay? All right. with that being said, on Friday, so I'm going to share my screen one more time. On Friday, the moon joins this particular air party. Now, this could go either way, higher expression or low expression. But typically when the moon, oh, there's my neighbor. I think he's got the Harley. Peace to all the Harley people, right? All right, so when the moon connects with Mars, typically what happens is that the moon is that intuitiveness, it's that emotional expression, it's the higher mind, okay? And when Mars comes in, Mars, that energy, that motivation. But when these two meet in a transit like they are now, sometimes it creates energy that's like very impulsive and potentially angry or aggressive, okay, but more verbal or mental because it's in Gemini. Gemini is a very verbal energy. It likes words. So you may find yourself, well, I didn't appreciate that, grabbing your phone and texting or emailing like a paragraph to respond to something, right? And then you impulsively send it out there and then you go, oh, shoot, I just sent that to my boss and I was complaining about my boss. I meant to send it to my colleague and it just went to my boss. So you want to be really cautious with this energy Thursday and Friday, where you're not impulsively getting yourself into an emotional type of situation. All right. And then the last thing that happens that I find that I want to share with you, there's a lot of stuff always going on in the astrology, but the last thing that I want to share with you is this. On Saturday, we have the sun, our ego, our expression, our energy, how we use our energy, moving from that Pisces energy into Aries. Now, this is pretty big shift because the sun is the highlight, right? It's how we're using our energy collectively. It's which element is being highlighted the most depends on where the sun is. And this shift from water, calm, maybe a little bit not so grounded energy to Aries. Aries is like, it's like explosive. That's a significant shift. It's like being at the lake and sitting and having your drinks or enjoying yourself in a calm, peaceful manner out by the cabin, and all of a sudden being placed into a space rocket. Like that's the significant shift that we're going to experience at the end of next week. So the beginning of the 20th, next Saturday, okay? Be prepared for that shift. The sun in Aries is exalted. It does really well. It's like it's in a vacation home. It's enjoying itself. So it is going to be prepared to get things done, which is kind of strange because that's what we started our, conversation today is that Aries energy. Isn't that amazing? Just how the oracle works. Does that look a little bit like a rocket to you? Does that look peaceful? Does that look calm? Does it look like you could get things done? Yep. At the end of next week, this is the energy that we're going to start working with, and then we'll do the astrology for the next week then. All right, everyone, if you want to learn more about your astrology, please reach out. You'll find me at spiritualessence.com. That's spiritual-essence.com. That's spiritual essence transpersonal counseling. Okay, you can see me, find me at 2 Gypsies. And I hope this is a week for everybody to get things done. Yes, set intentions. All right, everyone, blessed be.